And we are back to Burton. Game, dare I say, number 6 on the day. We've been doing this since 9 o'clock this morning.
Absolutely. Well, we've been calling since 9 o'clock, but
driving since
5:30.
Yeah, 5:30, I guess is what it was.
Yeah.
So, you 5.
Yeah, I left my house at 5. Swing by, pick you up, come on down here to the beautiful campus of McNeese University at Burton Coliseum, or complex rather.
Right, and we are live and up and ready to go. This is West Monroe and Edna Karr getting ready to do battle. This is a 4A 5A matchup, but this year only. You remember Edna Karr is going to make the move up and going to bring their dominant ways up to 5A. They are just so solid. It seems like in every sport that there is. Those new folks that have followed us, you see that popping up on there, and we're excited to bring you Karr and West Monroe. Karr comes into it ranked number 1 in 4A. They are 20-3 on the season, and they'll play West Monroe, who is number 6 in 5A. Got a big win just the other day, and so 13-4 on the season is West Monroe, and only 3 losses on the game. This, Chuck, is going to be another one of those. We continue to say games that are big-time battles. This is no exception in it whatsoever.
No, indeed. And between these two games, knowing that Karr is moving up to 5A, it's kind of a preliminary view of who they will see probably at some point in time next year.
Look, I promise you these schools will see each other, where it's basketball, football, whatever it is. Tip is out and controlled by Edna Karr. That is Leland Smith bringing it up at the point. He is covered by Rayshawn Pleasant. Rayshawn Pleasant also a big-time running back for them. That shot is up, and it is no good. A lot of height on this Edna Karr team. Wow,
really
they are big and athletic and long and ready to go to work. Going to the basket, that's Paul Manning. He's unable to get it to go. There is the putback by number 2, Rayshawn Pleasant. Great to see names that we see. They compete out of that District 2 5A division that holds Ash and West Ouachita and Ouachita and Pineville.
Yep.
To the near side and ready to go. 2-0 in this one. West Monroe has the lead. Cross the court, now back to the top. That one is 3-ball. Leland Smith goes up and gets his first points of this one, and it's 3-2. Edna Karr has it.
That was definitely way out yonder.
Spun around, that is Pleasant. Pleasant gets it inside to a cutting Jedi Richard. He's got it, the 6'3" senior forward. Back to work now, and we expect this to be an up-and-down battle between these two 5A/4A heavyweights. Back to the top now, swung over to the side is Riley. Riley passes on that big-time block coming in by Paul Manning, but Karr gets it right back. Remember, Karr out of the New Orleans area. West Monroe speaks for itself. That one from the near side, Smith misses there. And going to be out of bounds on Manning and this West Monroe Rebel team.
Trying to regain control of the ball, just couldn't do it, and it's dribbled right on out.
A couple of minutes into this one, West Monroe with a couple of baskets. They lead 4-3, just the 1 3-pointer in the game. That was Smith. Back to the top as they work the ball around. That was Johnson, Shives Johnson, that has it. That shot is Smith. He's their shooter, misses that one. Gets the rebound, is going to go strong to the basket and get this one. Now has 5, does Leland Smith. Hard time dealing with that pressure as West Monroe of Karr. They move that zone cross court just about as good as any team we've seen. Going to the basket now, Dakota Gasca unable to get that to fall, and Gasca in there at 5'10", unable to match up with the bigs of Edna Karr. That shot from the top of the 3, effortless, but does not go in. Rebound controlled by the big Jedi Richardson, the 6'3" senior for West Monroe.
Great start to this game by both squads.
3 minutes in, this one is 5-4, Karr with a lead. Going to the basket was Richard, but he is going to step on the line. Turnover going to Karr. All 5 points from Edna Karr off the hand of Leland Smith, number 1, their big guy. 2 points each for Pleasant and Richard. Dribbling through is Riley, looking for something, gets it off. There goes Leland once again, puts that one up a little strong. Rebound controlled by Riley. Riley gets it back. Now they're working the ball inside. That was Taylor. First time we've seen him touch the ball. Looks for the 3, but does not take it, is Jones. Jones now will put this up and gets the bucket.
About from the free throw line area.
He wanted to score, was unable to a couple of times, and then made his way around a shot he felt good about it and got it in. Rayshawn Pleasant gets the ball down court quickly, and a great job of body control by Shandarius Glass, but he's unable to get the ball into the basket. Jumping into the passing lane is Pleasant.
Nice attempt to try to grab that ball and bring it back in, but
great pace in this one. Tyrone Wilson checks in. He will remove E.J. Riley from the ball game. Also now I've got another sub coming in. That's Derek Hawkins. Hawkins makes his way in for Javon Taylor. It looks like Taylor's holding his back just a little bit, that lower back area. Impressed with the shooting early on of Leland Smith. Solid shooter for this Karr team. You got to remember, they're ranked number 1 in 4A. They've got to have some good shooters.
They better have some. You're right. We've seen some good 4A teams out there.
Working his way around, Manning in coverage on Smith. Good switch that time for West Monroe, but Leland's going to fight right through it. Give him 7 on the day, and he's going to go to the line for the and 1. See who they call that foul
1
on.
or 10, I'm not sure which one it was.
10 gets the call, and that is Glass. Glass will pick up the personal foul there, his first team. Unable to get that one to fall, the and 1, but still 9-4. Edna Karr has the lead in this one. Back over now and going is this Rebel team. Glass, correction, that is Gasca with the ball out top. Gasca fakes like he's going into the paint, does not, kicks it around to the corner to Richard. Richard works it inside. That is Manning, unable to get that to fall. And the bigs of Karr are proving to be the difference in rebounding. Back to the top of the key is Leland. He'll put this one up, fires it up, and another big 3 ball for Leland Smith. And they jumping out to a 12-4 lead as Edna Karr off the strength of 10 points from Leland Smith here in, about 5 minutes chunk of the first quarter.
Yes, indeed, 5 minutes in, and West Monroe saying, okay, timeout just a minute. Let's see if we can regroup. 8 points down at this point, and Edna Karr's not showing any signs of, any hiccups right now. They're playing very smooth, very well conditioned. Let's get regrouped. We know we can do better than this.
When West Monroe came to Ash last year and we saw them play in basketball, just big and long and tall, and that matchup's not there. The size difference goes to Edna Karr, and now they go in with a smaller lineup as a couple of their bigs will have a seat. They do keep Leland Smith out on the floor as he has been just the juggernaut behind this Karr offense. Gasca's got it. He's looking around this offense and surveying it.
Curious to see if they're going to run a speed with speed kind of thing on this.
Matchups. There's Gasca. He'll quickly fire that 3, unable to get it to go. Rebounded, controlled by West Monroe. That is Richard this time that has it. Again, moving the ball around well, trying to find some opening. Manning going to try his hand in it, but knocked away. That is Keith Jones coming in and making a big defensive play for Edna Karr.
Goodness gracious.
This one 12-4, Karr with the lead here.
Lots of hustle.
Again, number 1 ranked in 4A at 20-3, this Edna Karr team. West Monroe comes in ranked 6th, but is finding tough sledding here in the first period of game 6. A lot of big action. Got one girls game coming up next, and then we'll finish the night with 3 guys games.
Wow. Yeah, that's a lot of games going on tonight and tomorrow, or today and tomorrow.
Yes, today and tomorrow. 10 games tomorrow. It all starts early in the morning. Gasca goes behind his back, and finishing it off is Jedi Richard, 12-6. 4 points now for Richard. Give that assist to Gasca. Gasca distributes that ball well. That 3 is up, and it draws nothing. Good save inside, but quick hands. Gasca again sees the floor well. Pleasant unable to finish that off. And up and down. They're going to call a held ball. And you see number 4, Jedi Richard, going to come off. Looks like
shoulder.
May have dislocated that shoulder or something over there. He is favoring it quickly. 12-6 here as the first period is winding down. Just a minute 15 remaining here. West Monroe has it. Full court pressure put on by Edna Karr. Karr, just an amazing program with everything they do. I love watching their football team come out before a game.
Yeah, we've seen that a few times, unfortunately.
Gasca goes up, misses this, but he'll go to the free throw line to shoot a pair.
Been the recipient of the low-scoring side of the contest. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, as you followed those Indians down there a couple of times.
Yeah, and they came up to us once.
Right.
It was
equal opportunity beatdowns.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Gasca puts this one up and misses it. You don't like it when your point guard's missing free throws.
This is true. Not a good sign so far.
Second one is up from Gasca, and it's nothing but the bottom of the net. 12-7 here, 57-2 remaining in the first period. 12-7. Karr has the lead.
Cleaned his sights out finally.
Leland Smith has led the way. He's got 10 for Edna Karr. That shot duck under and no good. Got to be careful. Looked like it might have been a clear-out foul. Gasca hustling around. He's going to chase down that rebound and lose it. But let me tell you, it was great effort just to go out there and get that one.
It absolutely was. He had a great potential to make a good play there, but just ball slipped right on out.
Been watching basketball all day long. Been a lot of great ones out here today. Saw some really, really good talent on there, and this thing just continues and continues to grow.
This whole Hamilton Christian Academy Martin Luther King.
Yeah, the MLK Classic.
The MLK Classic has grown from year to year.
Winding down the last of the first period. Edna Karr holding it for the last shot. That's when it's launched, bounces it off the back of the rim and no good. After one, Edna Karr 12, West Monroe 7 back on 446 Sports.
The fine folks at BK Distributors want to thank all the educators for weathering the storms, so to speak, through 2020 and beyond. Thank you for your dedication to our children. The end of the school year awards are now available. Any type of award, trophies, banners, plaques, they do it all at BK Distributors. So with school almost out, that means summer leagues are in full swing. New items, same great prices, and fast turnaround. BK Distributors, Highway 20 in East Pineville behind Arby's. Now, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Security Sporting Good wants to tell you all camo is 50% off, and it's fishing season. In the red corner, it's Powerhouse Combo Zoom and Lose. And in the blue corner, seasoned veteran Abu Garcia. These 3 name brands will take care of all your fishing needs. Plus, Old Town Kayaks are coming soon. Need a handgun? In stock, Springfield, Sig, Glock & Smith & Wesson at Security Sporting Goods, 2220 Memorial Drive, Alexandria.
Back to Burton we go. I'm Doug Gann alongside of Chuck Perkins and bringing you the MLK Classic 5A matchup with one of the top-ranked teams in 5A, the West Monroe Rebels, against the top-ranked team in 4A and Edna Karr. Coming up a little later tonight was scheduled for 7:15. Won't quite make that time, But Coach Lance Brasher and his solid Ash Trojan team are going to make their way out on there in a battle against North Central. They have been solid, a very well-rounded team, a lot of players on there that contribute in there, and really excited to see how they come out and play against that North Central team. You know, there's always excitement when an Ash team is in Burton Coliseum.
Absolutely, and, you know, they've proven themselves here time and time again, and they've had actually a really good season thus far this year. And so I'm really anxious to see how they are going to perform here tonight. A little discussion going on as far as, I guess, possession arrow and where it's going. So originally it was looking like it was going out to West Monroe, and now it looks like it's going to be Karr is going to have the inbound.
One of the storied programs in Louisiana, Edna Karr, again, due to reclassification this time, we've said it over and over, make the move up, and I think that is nothing but good for the sports side of it. Maybe I'm just a little biased when it comes to that big three-pointer there is brought out, and that is number 15, Tristan Brooks. Brooks with that three ball. But, you know, they're going to add an element to the 4A football playoffs. They're clearly going to add an element to the 5A basketball playoffs as well.
Absolutely. They're going to add an element to the 5A football.
To every, 5A football, and it's going to be, it's just good. That's why I think folks ought to get away from the split so you'd see the best teams play the best teams.
I agree. I think that's gone on long enough, and I think the people that had issues with it have probably gone away up to this point. So put them together.
Banks picks up the foul there, and that's going to send Gasca to the line. He makes the first one, 15-8. Gasca, the point guard for this Rebel offense, picks that up and puts it down, 15-9. Now 3 of 4 from the line for Dakota Gasca as he stumbles and falls there. Turning around, look, you get the camera on you a little bit, and got to be careful.
Camera's eye does not blink.
Leland Smith back in there. He has led the way with 10 for this Edna Karr team. Just the size of this Karr squad is so solid. That one is up, and it's no good. Rebound is underneath, and again, it's that size and just imposing his will down there is number 24, Jonathan Bax. And Bax makes the basket, turns around, a little shove, and just, again, just big and solid down there. There goes Gasca looking for a call, unable to get that out of control as he goes to the basket. And here come the Cougars of Edna Karr once again. A zip pass, but it's nothing but the goal.
Yep, nothing but that blue background or padded protection of that goal frame.
20-3 on the season of the Cougars from Edna Karr. 13-6, or 13-4, correction, for West Monroe. Gasca to the top of the key, lets fly a three, unable to get that, and another big rebound. And I don't know that there's an answer for Jonathan Bax down low. That is such a combination. Leland Smith there gets the ball inside the 25. Jovan Taylor unable to get this. Back up top, there goes Leland. Fires this one off. They're going to call no basket, saying that foul was on the floor. Taylor gets the rebound, and he's fouled right about the time he picks it up. It's crazy how it emptied out after that Fairview Parkway game.
Yeah, there's a big following there.
The girls' basketball is so solid. Going to be a timeout on the floor. 32nd timeout by West Monroe. Again, we have girls basketball coming up next. Chuck, is that what we saw on the schedule?
I do believe, and make sure you have the most current schedule. You can follow with us. We've put that up on our next ones that are going to be coming out. But if not, you can look at
go to Dexter Washington's Facebook page. He is the coordinator and just so solid on organizing these things, and going to get bigger and better next year, we do believe. We'll give you an update real quick on who's going to be in that next game. Inbounds goes Edna Karr quickly. Smith puts this one up, and it is good. Give him 12 on the day. Sweet shooting by him. So it's Madison Prep and West Monroe girls that will play next in this one before the boys take over for the rest of the night. There goes Gaska working his way in, misses that shot.
Foul on number 10 for West Monroe.
Making his way back in is Paul Manning. He'll come back in. Looking out there and not seeing Jedi Richard. Remember, he went out. You saw him with that shoulder injury, and it's like he has went back into the, well, he's under the towel covered up there. You can see him in pain under the towel at the end of the Rebel bench. Leland Smith gets the ball to the near side. That is Jones. Jones back to Smith. Around to the corner. That shot is up, and it's money. 3-ball, corner pocket, E.J. Riley.
Very nice 3-ball over there. I've always liked that corner shot.
It was the closest I could hit. That was, I had to make that shot. I couldn't make it from the top of the key.
Yeah.
22-9 in this one. It's Edna Karr. And Chuck, the two games that we thought were going to be the two games, really failing to live up to it, as it's been the size of Edna Karr in this one, just pestering and giving trouble to this West Monroe team. And a little bit of jawing going on out there on the floor. This thing is getting pretty chippy.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Gaska's got it. He is being pressured like a glove. E.J. Riley is on him. E.J. is going to pick up the foul right there. And we saw that brewing from early on, back on the prior possession.
Yep, yep.
They'll give that foul to Jonathan Bax, but it was the pressure of Riley that did it, yeah. And look, Edna Karr showing some backside pressure there. Going to be over and back is the call. Yeah, and that was Ashton Fields, the senior, that just unable to do anything with it.
Yeah, even before he threw it backcourt, his foot had crossed the line. So
Mikolaj Cox comes into the game, number 5 for West Monroe. Looks such a true ball handler, Leland Smith. He can shoot the ball well. He's got great size. He projects as a next level player, does Leland Smith. Gaska trying to get something on the backside, but unable to do that. The board in the bucket, E.J. Riley cleans up the miss.
And the Cougars from Edna Karr keeping the West Monroe Rebels out of the double digits so far. At this point into the...
Yeah, held to 9 points, and we are over halfway through the second period. And you just continue to run out big man after big man after big man that's very athletic and can play.
Yes, indeed. And it's got to be frustrating.
Moving in, going to be a block there. Count the basket.
Nicely done.
Yeah, that's Paul Manning finding his way to the basket, get the and one. Manning's first bucket of the game. They're going to need some big points out of him, and they have an opportunity now to get it to 3. And do.
Yep.
The old school 3 there, 24-12, cuts the deficit to 12. But you got to get stops if you're West Monroe. If you're Edna Karr, you just keep playing Edna Karr basketball and being physical and grinding away.
See if they can make a change or see if they can catch you.
Gaska goes in there and clears that rebound. Got to have stops. You can't trade baskets if you're West Monroe. Going to call a foul down on the floor. Edna Karr, that'll be their 6th personal foul, one away from the bonus.
Yep.
Smith comes back into the game. He's going to replace E.J. Riley.
Who got that foul?
That's 2 on E.J., the 6th team foul. Next one will have the Rebels shooting. Gaska's got it in the corner. He is locked down over there by Tyrone Wilson. There's Manning. Manning trying to get inside the bigs, but it'll be a traveling violation. Oh, they give it a held ball. It's going to stay with West Monroe. Big, strong bodies inside the paint. Difficult to make a living in there if you're West Monroe.
My goodness, yes. Not where you want to be if you're trying to paint sheetrock.
Lob over the top. Not able to get there. Heading to Karr, clears out the rebound, and they are off and running. Good dish that time by 12 was Tyrone Wilson. He does not get the assist, though. That one is up and out of control, but Paul Manning gets the basket.
Absolutely beautiful regain composure and be able to make that one in there.
That's 5 now for Manning. Got to get stopped. So if you're West Monroe to get back in this thing, lead is now 10. Got to try to kind of get it under double digits. Foul is picked up. That's going to be called on Pleasant. Again, Pleasant, we saw him run for a lot of yards this year on the football field at running back for this West Monroe Rebel football team. 2:17 to go here until halftime. 24-14, Edna Karr has a 10-point lead. Working their way to the basket is Karr. Good dish, unselfish play down low, hopping around. That gives, and that's another stop. Good work down low by number 5, Michelob Cox. Seems to be able to work his way inside there a little quicker than some of the bigs and sneak around in there, and he's just everywhere the ball is. That was Dakota Gaska and that West Monroe offense.
They tempered back some of their pressure on them.
Looking to save a little energy, perhaps. There, you expend a lot of energy running that full court pressure. Manning going to the basket, has to kick it out. That 3 is no good. Needed that to fall. And another big rebound for Edna Karr as the Cougars get out and look to run. Fouled from behind is Leland Smith. That's going to give that foul to Rayshawn Pleasant. His second and now the 5th team foul on the floor, so no shooting. Very well played first half as it regards to fouls. Coming back in is Devin Lewis. He'll take the place of Shives Johnson. Shives Johnson, MVP of the all-beard team. Looks like a grown dude out there with that beard. He grows it better than I do. Good pressure to the side. Edna Karr able to control, but now throw it away. Pressure coming in. Edna Karr playing that Edna Karr defense. Minute 11 to go until halftime. Manning has it. He's going to try to find a way. Unable to get there. That relentless defense is so solid. Back to the top to Pleasant. Pleasant over to Manning. Manning now going to the hole. Unable to get that to fall. Out of bounds against West Monroe will be Cougar basketball.
Just so patient. I mean, the Cougars are everywhere, and they're so patient. Just, I guess, like a Cougar in a way, you know. I mean, just waiting for the attack, and then when they have the opening, they get it.
The story in this one, Chuck, 14 points. That's a big time. That's a 2-ball from the corner.
Yep.
Devin Lewis, they call it. But just 14 points in the first half for West Monroe.
Yes. Big, big story on that.
And again, if you can't make your threes, you're not getting inside the paint area. That's such a solid zone. And then here comes a double team pressure by Edna Karr, forcing the turnover and outing running Leland Smith going up. They're going to call an offensive foul. Good job by Michelob Cox to step in there and make that and take that charge. Leland Smith picks up his first personal foul, and that's going to get him out for just a quick breather. Tristan Brooks makes his way in, and they'll give Smith an extended break as halftime is just around the corner. Under 10 now. Gaska's got it. He's got one-on-one. A little bit of a clear out. Gaska trying to penetrate. Can't do that. Goes the other side. Pull-up jumper from the elbow. Doesn't get it to go. And that's going to wrap things up for the first half of play. It's Edna Karr 26. The Rebels of West Monroe 14. Back after halftime on 446 Sports.
started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by two walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
The fine folks at BK Distributors want to thank all the educators for weathering the storms, so to speak, through 2020 and beyond. Thank you for your dedication to our children. The end of the school year awards are now available. Any type of award, trophies, banners, plaques, they do it all at BK Distributors. So with school almost out, that means summer leagues are in full swing. New items, same great prices, and fast turnaround. BK Distributors, Highway 20 in East Pineville behind Arby's. Now, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Security Sporting Good wants to tell you all camo is 50% off, and it's fishing season. In the red corner, it's Powerhouse Combo, Zoom, and Lose. And in the blue corner, seasoned veteran Abu Garcia. These three name brands will take care of all your fishing needs. Plus, Old Town Kayaks are coming soon. Need a handgun? In stock, Springfield, Sig, Glock, and Smith & Wesson at Security Sporting Goods, 2220 Memorial Drive, Alexandria.
The following things are just plain wrong. Pouring coffee into a light socket. Dressing a 300-pound man in a tiny pink Speedo. And hiring an unqualified employee for your business.
Express Employment Professionals in Alexandria is here to assist you in hiring that right employee or helping you find your perfect career. Apply online at expresspros.com/AlexandriaLA.
In Central Louisiana, you might see me at the ballparks or soccer fields, or we might cross paths at the grocery store. I'm your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, your local expert when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on. I'm Jason Hawk. Learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK and let me help you protect your biggest investments. Real service, real people. Farm Bureau Insurance.
Back to Burton we go. I am Doug Gann alongside of Chuck Perkins, and this has been a dominant performance by Karr in this one, albeit just 12 points, but they have limited this West Monroe team to 12.
14 at this point, yep.
Yeah, 14, 26 to 14 here in this one. Leading the way for Karr is Leland Showtime Smith. He is, you can find out a lot of things on Twitter.
Oh, yes, you said that once before. What did you find out, Doug?
Offered by the Bengals of LSU. E is Leland, but yeah, Showtime. And he certainly, look, just a solid, pure shooter is Leland Smith. Held ball there, and possession will stay where it's at. 26-14, West Monroe has got to get some things going here. And again, we said this early in the first half. If you're Edna Karr, you're just playing Edna Karr basketball. You're physical, you're imposing, and you can make your shots. And that's a deadly combination.
Yeah, I mean, you've been successful to this point, so there's no need to change of game plan.
No, and that's what's led you to a 20-3 ranking and number 1 in Class 4A. Going to call a foul out on the wing that was there. See, they call that on number 3. That is E.J. Riley, his third foul of the game, so a little bit of foul trouble for E.J. Riley. Riley, 5 points on the game and 3 fouls.
And that could be definitely an angle for West Monroe to work, is get some of these big guys in foul trouble.
And that's what you're going to have to do is penetrate and take care of every opportunity. There's a long 3 from the corner, and it is shot long over the basket. That was Shandarius Glass, the sophomore, misses badly there. There's Leland, gets it back over to Johnson, and Johnson now back to Smith.
Johnson and Johnson, huh?
Working inside. Now back to Johnson. He misses that one. And cleaning it up is Leland. Leland gets the board and the bucket. Give him 14 on the day and equaling that of the Rebels of West Monroe. Over into the corner is Manning. Manning shoots this 3, partially blocked, it looked like, and controlled out by Riley. And now over to the corner is Johnson. Johnson works it inside. That's Bax. A correction, Taylor. No good. Good job getting in there and rebounding was Manning. Early on in this one, Keith Jones went out, or correction, Jedi's Richard went out. And
still out over there, isn't he?
Yeah, and you can see he is in pain and he's under that towel, which lets you know he's not coming back into this one.
Nope.
Ball spun around, looking at 3, but not taking it is Jones. Keith Jones passes on that one. Looking at a backdoor lob, but Manning was there to kind of settle in. Jumping into the passing lane is Pleasant, and we've told you how he runs the ball. And here comes the follow. Misses that one, though. Oh, an opportunity for the Rebels, not able to take advantage of it. There's Gasca fires this from way downtown is Dakota Gasca. Give him 6 on the day, 28-17. West Monroe has had it here, but unable to get it under 10. Last couple of trips, Manning able to work his way in. Gasca trying to go deep into the paint, unable to do so. Edna Karr is here. This is how you do that. E.J. Riley, the easy basket, back 30-17. Gasca surveying the situation. You got to feed the hot shooter, though, you think there, too.
Yeah.
There is Pleasant. Get it back over to Manning. Manning now going to the basket. Dumps it off to Pleasant. Pleasant's going to make this basket right inside the paint. Not a lot of points inside the paint for this West Monroe team, as Edna Karr is so big inside. 3 ball from the corner, no good. Following his own rebound and making a big-time play there is Riley, but unable to get it. Gasca comes out of there and slapped from behind. And trying to make the play was Riley, but just happened to catch Gasca in that vulnerable spot and rolled him up just a little bit. 30-19, it's 11.
11 points down, huh?
And there's going to be a timeout taken here halfway through this third period. 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here, 30-19. And again, just a low scoring effort.
Yes. Really, I mean, I don't know as you consider that a high scoring even with Edna Karr. I mean, but it's still the defense have been there, but it's just they really almost like they're working on something new just to work on something new.
You know, again, the mismatches, and that's what this game is. Basketball is a game of matchups, and it's a game of what's going to work out for you versus the other team and what they've got going. And there's not an answer that West Monroe has for the size of this Edna Karr team.
That's nothing you can coach other than try to figure a weakness to it.
And they come out and play defense on it, too, so well. Over into the corner. This is the one way that you've got to do it. If you got to go out there and hit your three-pointers when you get that open look. But Glass, the sophomore, unable to get that one to fall. Here comes Smith. And that Karr offense going to pick up a foul is Dakota Gaska. Gaska, just a junior on this team. A lot of seniors contributing on here. Some of those younger players are going to have to step up down the road. But Pleasant, Manning, and Richard, all seniors. Add in Cox, he's one as well. Then the bulk of the players that have seen time in this game are seniors.
Oh, my goodness, yeah.
So West Monroe's got to get some things going on here. A bit high-low action done by Gaska and Manning on Jovan Taylor that time, looking to get it in. Had him front side and the back side covered up pretty well.
Yes, they did. Had his arm in there in the midst of it, almost like a defender over a wide receiver trying to pull the ball out.
Spun around now. Manning has it, kicks it out to Gaska. Gaska being fronted there, not pressured, throws this one from way deep. Had his first one or his last one go. This one off the front iron. Gotta believe they're not afraid to let Gaska shoot that ball.
Not indeed. No, indeed.
Getting the lineups in and getting ready for the next game. That is Madison Pratt and West Monroe, the Lady Rebels. So, you know, West Monroe Lady Rebels had a little bit of an advantage there, and West Monroe did. He had the girls come out, and it was the same team, so they were able to shoot and warm up together, one for the second half and one for the next one. 24 picking up the foul for Edna Karr. That is Jonathan Bax, the big man.
That's his second, according to the board there.
I got to believe it.
Yep.
30-19, where it's been for the last couple of minutes. West Monroe unable to break this double-digit barrier as the defense has been so solid.
Very impressive.
Going to be an offensive foul called there, and that one's tough. To quote the great Mike Tyson, their defense is impregnable. Isn't that what Tyson said?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe so. And then I think one of the other things he said was an ear for an ear, right?
He did say that. 30-19 it remains. It's been this way the last 2 or 3 minutes. Shot from the wing, from the corner, no good. That one draws just the side of the rim. Cox gets it around, swung back. Gaska now looking to penetrate. He's trying to go inside and just standing there looking to draw contact. Doesn't do it. That Edna Karr defense just stood still.
They did.
But, I mean, you've got so much height and just weight. It's not like they're tall and wiry either. They're big, solid bodies. Look like they're all 6'4", 6'5", and probably 180, 190, or 200.
Right. I mean, linemen and tight ends.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. And you saw a couple of those earlier in the game, in the games that we saw.
Yes. Total mismatches. Even in
Manning kicks it back out. Gaska now trying to get loose. Back over to Manning. And it's just near impossible to get a shot off against this defense. That one is up, but airs it out. Gaska underneath. He's going to go to the free throw line as he gets fouled. Look like, we'll see who they call it on. They call it on number 12. That is Tyrone Wilson. And that's his third. That's the third for Wilson. Not a lot of scoring here in this third period at all either, which has been the key to it. After missing his first free throw, and now Gasca has reeled off 5 in a row. Correction, give it 4 in a row. And a chance to get this thing under double digits for the first time in a long time. That one is up, and it's good, 30-21. Gasca out quietly with 8 points, the bulk of those via the charity stripe.
The charity stripe.
Minute 12 to go, third period. 9-point lead for Edna Karr. 11 is back, and that's a great job. Tyrone Wilson making up for the foul that he committed just a little earlier. Now Gasca stops, starts, does it again, kicks it to the corner. You're seeing Manning wide open from the top, passes on that, gets it back to Gasca. Solid defense by Tyrone Wilson, and that ball is thrown away. Just opportunities to get things going and unable to take advantage of it. But again, I attribute that to the solid pressure and defensive presence of the Cougars of Edna Karr.
Yes, they have, and they have shown how athletic they are, how agile they are, and big they are. We see that. It's just what a solid team.
That three-pointer is missed from the court of Gasca going back. You see what this MO is on this West Monroe team now. Get Gasca to the free throw line, let him get in there and get some of these bigs in trouble. Just the 5th team foul, though, here in the third period.
And the first one for number 2 there.
Gasca misses that one. He's missed a couple on the day. He's got 8. Free throw is up, and it is good by Gasca. 9 points on the day now for Dakota. 32-22.
10-point difference.
And Edna Karr looking to hold until the last shot. We're winding down this ball game, this third period. West Monroe may have found something by trying to get to the free throw line. That buzzer beater doesn't go. After 3, Edna Karr 32, West Monroe 22. Back for the fourth period after this on 446 Sports.
The following things are just plain wrong. Pouring coffee into a light socket. Dressing a 300-pound man in a tiny pink Speedo. And hiring an unqualified employee for your business.
Express Employment Professionals in Alexandria is here to assist you in hiring that right employee or helping you find your perfect career. Apply online at expresspros.com/AlexandriaLA.
In Central Louisiana, you might see me at the ballparks or soccer fields, or we might cross paths at the grocery store. I'm your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, your local expert when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on. I'm Jason Hawk. Learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK and let me help you protect your biggest investments. Real service, real people. Farm Bureau Insurance.
Back to Burton we go. Burton Complex, where it is Edna Karr 32, West Monroe 22. Final stanza from Game 6.
And hey, thanks for watching with us.
Absolutely, and all of the new friends that we've got on the page up there and followers, you'll be alerted every time we go live with a game. Leland Smith misses that one. Showtime unable to finish that off. Spinning move inside. Going to get the foul there. Count the basket. That is Devin Lewis with the bucket. He'll go to the free throw line. And they're going to whistle number 32 for the foul. That's Renaldrick Miles. Looked like they had it, may have had it backwards, and that's 23 that had the foul. 23, Ashton Fields. They put up the wrong number on the board.
Hopefully they make that correction in the book itself.
Spun over to the side. This thing back to 13. It was 9 at one point. It looked like West Monroe was going to make a challenge to it. Offensive foul is called there, so take the basket off. Good job defensively, Devin Lewis.
Way to stand your ground.
Beautiful Burton Complex in Lake Charles, Louisiana, as day is getting ready to make its way into evening. And tonight here, 4:30, where we play, that 3 ball is up by Devin Lewis. And, man, this Chucky was down to 9, had a chance to get it to 7, but balloons back up to 16. And just difficult going from there. Head coach Kyle Heel not excited about things at all.
I'll take a full timeout.
They took it?
Yep.
All right, we'll take it with them. We'll be back right after this on 446 Sports.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by 2 walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
And we're back, 7:05 remaining, 4th period. And this thing has gotten to its just a big point for Edna Karr. They have shown the ability to grind and work on West Monroe. Gaska
Still
from the
three.
tee in Burton Complex out near midcourt.
Can't find his range. Can't seem to find find that zone to be in.
Well, and he's frustrated because he's looking to get some 3-point shots off, but they're playing him so they're pushing him out and not letting him get in and find a shot. And a shooter wants to shoot, that's just he's going to find a way to do it, maybe a little bit out of his range. Coming up next, this West Monroe Lady Rebels team will play Madison Prep, and so back-to-back West Monroe squads, kind of like a West Monroe home game, if you will.
Yeah, definitely. Take the same bus.
Hard foul that time by number 23, Ashton Fields. That's his second one. They're going to give that one to, yeah, there it is. That's the third one for Fields.
Not to be confused with number 32, as earlier stated.
And that's going to send Leland Smith back to the free throw line. He's got 14 on the day, just the one foul. Stays right there after missing front iron on that.
Okay, so the columns on the board, I see their number, I see the points on the left. What's the red number in the middle?
Fouls.
Fouls?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, I'm looking at 23 on the wrong side. Never mind.
I got you.
Thank you.
New fancy scoreboards we're not used to.
No, indeed. And glad I was able to capture it on the video.
Well, and that's what I was telling you earlier in those games that we were missing, is that it's easy to keep up with things. Big dominant pressure by Edna Karr. That turnover and steal and score Tristan Brooks. Tristan Brooks goes and gets that one. 19 now the lead. Pleasant goes to the basket up and over, give him 2 on the day, and that's 6 total for Rayshawn Pleasant. Cross court to the corner. That 3 is no good. Manning pulls it down out of there. 5:41 remaining here. Little stutter step move by Manning, and he's going to try to get to the basket. Fouled on the floor, way out.
It's going to give him 6.
That is Jonathan Bax. Another one of those big, imposing physical players from Edna Karr.
It's absolutely impressive to watch their physicality and just their discipline out there on the court.
And look, here comes just another big group of bodies in there as their substitutions. So you've got
Wave after
7
wave.
or 8 bigs that I count, if not more than that. Some of them have not made it. They go so deep in the bench. You're running just players out there that are not tired at all.
Yeah, their legs they're fresh.
Very impressive game here where Edna Karr will move to 21-3. And this is one of those games West Monroe players are going to be sore after this because they've been getting banged around a lot. You know, Edna Karr not afraid to go in there and use a foul at all.
No.
You know, in hockey you equate that to taking a penalty. They're not afraid to go in there and bang around, get the foul, because it announces their presence in there. And look at Jovan Taylor, who goes to the basket there and gets that one now. 19 again.
Have the designated fouler guy.
Right? They call that the goon in hockey. Somebody that's going to go in there and just cause chaos. That one is up and good by Manning. Give him 7 on the day.
I wonder if that has anything to do with the movie The Goonies.
No. But there was a hockey movie.
Yeah.
43-26. You check out our Louisiana Eye and Laser Center scoreboard that's up there in the right-hand corner. You see all of the details on it. That one is up, and it is no good. Shives Johnson misses that, but cleaned up, and the rebound is there by Taylor. Give him 4 points on the day.
Stay at home and clean it up.
Just unable to get inside the lane. And when you do drive in, we saw that from Gasket, you just get a hard foul on you. You think, I may not want to go back in the lane again. Basket is good by Taylor. Give him 6 and a timeout on the floor.
So 30-second, okay.
Gonna leave it right here. We'll do that again. We've got our final girls basketball of the day game coming up. Madison Prep will go and do battle against West Monroe. The Lady Rebels will be there. And then we've got men's action the remainder of the way. A lot of big action. Excited to see our guys from Alexandria come up and play in this one. They'll play North Central. A lot of good talent on that North Central team. We saw them last year.
It would be fun to get to visit with Coach Brasher if he has a moment or not. But
last time we talked to Coach Brasher in here, well, it was just it was Ash winning the state championship a couple of years ago against Bonneville.
wow.
A lot of walking around, moving there. That 3 is up, and it is no good. Good save, good hustle out there by Fields. Now back to Manning, going into no man's land. Has to alter his shot around the. It's like you're walking through trees.
Yes.
Out there.
Briar
Just
patch.
big bodies. See the coaches and the staff and the players up, wanting that shot to be taken there by Jones.
Oh, goodness.
Hard foul between Pleasant and Leland Smith. And they'll call that on, looks like Pleasant. That'll be his 3rd. Younger guys now starting to make their way in. That's number 14, DeMario Taylor, that's in there. Number 23, Fields has been there. 20, David Moore makes his way into the game, as does 21, Caleb Malcolm. So kind of that, hey, I'm gonna get my guys out of there. Let's and that saves a little of the chippiness. It saves things from getting salty in there.
It does, and necessarily so. You know, you need to calm them down a little bit. Don't let anybody get in trouble for something that's going to last longer than
and
just
with
tonight.
a 23-point lead, you'll see it's wholesale changes for that West Monroe team, and we expect it won't be long before Edna Karr does that as well. Nate Dozier makes his way into the game for the first time. Still a lot of intensity and pressure, and there's another turnover. That is picked up by Tyrone Wilson. So both of the games, Chuck, that we thought in the middle of the day were going to be some good ones, they've turned out to be good ones, but only one side. Only one side have they been good. It was dominant performances by Parkway over Fairview, and a pretty dominant performance from Karr over West Monroe, as that lead has grown to 23, just about doubling up West Monroe. Three-pointer from the corner, that's money. And just unable to get those baskets to fall early on. That's Ashton Fields that makes that one, and that's his first basket of the game to go along with his 3 fouls.
And I was just having the same thought, thinking about the reflection on the day of the games that we anticipated some big games, but granted, some of the players had some big moves, big plays or big games, but just wasn't what we thought. When we kind of discussed it, potentially it could have been.
Taylor backing down, getting the basket there, give him 8 on the day. Working, you're not going to find a lot of room because it's still primarily starters out there. And you thought you had lost some size beforehand. You really give up some size. Yeah. Stutter step and a little bit of a head fake, now kicking it back up to the top. Straightaway 3 is up, and it is no good. That was Nate Dozier on the line. That'll give the ball back over to the Rebels. And here come a few more Rebels making their way in there, and changes starting to come. For Edna Karr, coming into the game is Yab Johnson, number 13, also number 23, Derek Hawkins. Renaldrick Miles into the game. Javion Pickens has made his way in there. 22, Jaden Jackson now also in there. So these are some potential future 5A matchups that are getting playing time now. A lot of young guys out there on the floor. That rebound is controlled. That's another big body. That is 15, Tristan Brooks. He's another tall guy. Got to get some weight on him to match what they're doing here. And the crowd going crazy because there was the bench from Edna Karr. Pretty good move put on by Nate Dozier.
Yep, he sure did. Got his defender placed on his derriere there.
Right. Minute 7 remaining in game 6. Offensive foul picked up there, a block. That'll flip things around and get the ball to West Monroe. Time winding down, still a lot of pressure.
Into the 1 minute mark at this point.
Big hands by Dozier. Going to be a solid player for this Edna Karr team is Nate Dozier. He's been impressive with the few minutes that he's been out there. And that's what he said. Doesn't matter if you're out there a second, if you're out there the entire game, give everything you got the entire time. And that's how people reward you with more time, is seeing that hustle and all that's made out there. Turnaround jumper, that one is good. Jaden Jackson gets on the board. That's his first 2 points of the game, and we're under 35 remaining.
And, how do you handle yourself in a big situation? Are you going to be afraid, or are you going to go in there and do what you're coached to do?
And he indeed did that. Going to wrap things up in game 6 here, as that should do it. You'll see a little bit of standing around, not letting Edna Karr just hold it. But you got to expect they'll back out and let this time run off. And, in fact, that's what they're doing here, under 8 and under 7. And that will do it. Edna Karr is going to win this one. They're up 20, 51-31. They will hang on and solidify that number 1 ranking in 4A as they knock off the number 6 team in 4A. Going to wrap it up here, getting ready for the final girls game of the night. That is the West Monroe Lady Rebels and Madison Prep. And we'll see that when we come back on 446 Sports.